When thinking of West Virginia, I bet that most people do not think of some of the great things that have come out of the state. People are not wrong for this. They just do not know what the state and the amazing people that have lived and still live in West Virginia have done that have impacted the rest of the world. Today, I'm going to be informing you about three West Virginians and one of each of their discoveries that we use every day. The first person I will be talking about is James Rumsey and his invention, the steamboat. James Rumsey was born in Maryland but moved to West Virginia when he was about 15 years old. He lived in Bath, West Virginia, which is now known as Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, and primarily worked as a builder. George Washington was one of the people he designed buildings for. Rumsey was influenced by Isaac Newton's discoveries in physics and used a trial and error method when inventing the steamboat. While working on George Washington's house and stable, Rumsey was able to show him a model of his mechanical boat idea. At the time, Washington was trying to make upstream travel of the Potomac River possible, so he really wanted the mechanical boat model to be a success. Although Rumsey had some failed attempts, on December 3rd, 1787, James Rumsey was able to publicly demonstrate his working steamboat on the Potomac River in Jefferson County, West Virginia. The next pioneer, George A. Miller, is one of the founders of cognitive psychology. George A. Miller was born in Charleston, West Virginia, and graduated from Charleston High School before getting his bachelor's degree in history and speech and master's degree in speech. He was originally drawn to speech studies due to his membership in drama club and was later introduced to psychology by Professor Donald Ramsdell. He then taught a psychology class in Alabama before enrolling at Harvard University to get his PhD in experimental psychology in 1943. Miller discovered how to understand parts of the human mind using an information processing model. Miller is best known for his discovery of the limits to short-term memory in a paper he published called The Magical Number 7 Plus or Minus 2. George A. Miller was a great mind in the study of cognitive psychology. On the American Psychological Association's Top 100 Psychologists list, he is ranked number 20. Mahlon Loomis, the last person I will be talking about, is known for discovering wireless aerial communication. Mahlon Loomis was born in New York and lived in Virginia, Ohio, and Massachusetts while studying and practicing dentistry throughout his life. Loomis moved to West Virginia, where he lived for approximately the last 20 years of his life. This is where he began conducting experiments, enjoying life in the Blue Ridge Mountains. He was both curious about and determined to figure out the possibilities of wireless technology. In 1866, Mahlon Loomis used two kites about 14 miles apart, an antenna, a high-frequency detector, and a spark gap transmitter to communicate through radio waves. This discovery opened up a world of new ideas and possibilities. Radios we still use today work the same way, and without wireless technology, radios, among many other things, would not exist. James Rumsey, George A. Miller, Mahlon Loomis, and many more West Virginians made discoveries that help others every single day. Along with these three discoveries, West Virginia is responsible for many other STEM and non-STEM related discoveries. West Virginia can be credited for the creation of pepperoni rolls, the discovery of golden delicious apples, the first rural mail delivery service, and many other great things. I hope you enjoyed hearing about these three West Virginians and their discoveries, and I encourage you to do your own research and find out what other amazing discoveries have been made in West Virginia or by West Virginians.